Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up?
And today on Movie Social, we're going to be doing a spoiler review for episode 6 for season 2 of Snowpiercer. And before we actually get into that review, if you like what we're doing on this channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the channel video with your family and friends. All right, so like we were predicting and saying in our review for episode 5, just about this whole episode was going to be focused on Melanie's time over there at the station. But it actually gave us a lot more than what I thought they were going to give us. They gave us a look back into the past, which is something I was waiting for, something like this to happen, where we actually got to see how the world was before the Ice Age happened. They went into more detail about the events that took place the day of the departure with the train. Everything with Wolford, Melanie's situation, and all that. It's wow. And they even showed other events that occurred post the time Melanie was there. But let's just get on that arrival first. How did you feel about her discovering that body buried in the snow and the body in the station?
I mean, you knew that there were going to be bodies. Like, I just knew that there were going to be bodies. The one in the station, I didn't expect to be because she slit her wrist. The blood dripped and then froze into like this big icicle looking type of thing, which is crazy.
And it got that cold with that quick. No heat.
Yeah, no heat.
But the person on the outside being shot in the head, that was the part that kind of made me suspicious. I'm wondering, did the person on the outside die later on after everybody's been on these trains and maybe Wolford drove past there on Big Alice, tried to get people to go inside or shot and killed people trying to go inside? Who knows?
Well, no, they actually explained it. Remember, that was her husband. The lady's husband from the inside. That was her husband. He was already sick, and they were running low on rations. So they basically sacrificed him.
Nah, he'd have got eaten up. I'm sorry. He'd have been
yeah, I think that was his arm in the refrigerator.
Delish. No, the whole body would have been a nice tasty meal.
Oh man.
But like Hannibal Lecter there, have some liver for dinner. Have a little brain one day. But I mean, hey, you seen the rats surviving there somehow? They found a nice little steamed area, which is shocking. Which is
it
also
developed into that.
Yeah. Also hopeful, seeing that there's some form of hot spring type of environment there that's allowing these rats to live, because nothing can live in that ice technically.
Not at all.
But yeah, that journey back in time, seeing Wolford given the order to kill all of Melanie's scientists there, just because he wanted to show that he was in charge when she wanted all of them on board instead of just 4. I'm like, well, we see why he got left in the end. But the look on his face when the train pulled off without him, priceless. He really was looking puzzled and upset at the same time. But man, I tell you, seeing the events of everybody trying to get on the train and being pulled off the train, I'm like, at the moment the train was about to pull off, as a guard, I'm not worried about keeping people off the train at that point. Whoever gets on, gets on. Whoever don't. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I stay on this train myself.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
But yeah, that was interesting in itself. The whole part with Melanie seeing Wolford and Leighton back and forth in her mind while being there was interesting. And the whole time of being there, Took a while for her everything to get up and running. And then she's faced with multiple issues, food issues, um, the antenna falling and almost puncturing a major hole inside the glass. So she having to do both of those at the same time. It's crazy. But Melanie ceases to amaze us here.
Yeah.
On
I
the
mean,
downside is, well, go
she
ahead.
gonna die.
Well, we don't know for sure yet. I mean, we know the train, whatever's going on the train, which I'm guessing we're going to find out on this next episode, has
Yeah.
prevented the train from slowing down to getting to her. And her
So
own daughter seeing her at the end is sad.
I
Very sad.
think what's going to take place is obviously the events off the train with Melanie was from the time that she was off the train. So basically, remember the last episode where we see them trying to contact Melanie or whatever the case may be?
Yeah,
I believe
that's when the thing
in
went
the
down.
same line exactly. So from the time that the thing went down until she feels it, she runs out, something crazy happens.
Well, we can see in the previews, it looked like,
Again, remember, I don't got previews.
I mean, I'll watch them. In the previews, it looks like Leighton might be getting his arm iced.
Oh wow.
So that's something that's going to be interesting to see. What caused that? I mean, it looks like he's paying a sacrifice for the events that occurs on the train, like either all the killings or the attempt by Wolford to overthrow the train, or vice versa, him trying to take out Wolford and Big Alice. Something along those lines is going to cause that to happen. But at the same time, you can see there's a power struggle because the way the train blew past Melanie, it was speeding, not even caring about having to slow down for the turns or
Yeah.
derailing.
And also it looked like it was in distress. Like it looked like it was like maybe you see the fire and it looked like it could possibly derail.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's trying to brake in a hurry at the same time. But it looks like the only person that might have been running the train is her daughter. It looks like most of the train was dark, like maybe fighting and all that. But then again, when they first went around the first time, they had to conserve power.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? It's going to be good to see what happens, though, in these next few episodes to what happens on this train. Do Melanie survive? Because I kind of believe I did predict that she would not survive this season.
True.
But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What are your thoughts and feelings on the events that happened for Melanie? How are you feeling about the train passing her? Does she somehow make it onto the train on the next pass and miraculously survived that long time with the slim pickings of rations, having to eat right on a stick? Or does she just end up freezing to death? Let us know. Until next time.